Because it's set in the 9th century, and as I've said before, it's not my job to make you feel that we're listening to music of the 9th century. That would be totally inappropriate. I can't really ignore it either. I deliberately set out to keep, particularly the harmonic structure, extremely simple. A lot of the tension, which would normally be in the kind of old Wagnerian 19th century way of harmonic movement, I completely decided to do away with. And so you get many more just like bare fifths and bare fourths, and quite a lot of the tension that arises out of that is not so much the changing of a key or of a note, but of things being slightly out of tune and coming back into tune. And I used my distorted double bass a lot for that. Like lots of drones going on, but they're not all kind of quite tuned together. There's a fantastic way of creating a kind of beating, between them. And so although it sounds like I'm talking about an electronic score, quite often I'm actually only taking, a couple of ordinary pulse waves and mangling them together and detuning them. And I'm not trying to sound like an electronica band. I'm actually using the elements of electronics in a much more visceral kind of and sort of, I hate to use the word pagan, but that's because that's what it kind of sort of feels like. There's a good analogy to oscillators together because they can move between being very sweet, i.e. bang in tune, but very quickly it can get very, very ugly by just being very slightly out of tune. And to me, that also goes with the series itself. It was very like that. The drama that's happening is constantly going from, as I said, some victory and defeat, and there's a whole grey area in the middle.